This is Josh Kidd, and this is the fourth and final video in the series on your initial data import into Hands-on Connect. In this video, we'll be looking at the tables for volunteer opportunities, occurrences, and connections. Here up above, I have those three tables already open in tabs, as well as the master field list here for reference. We'll start with the volunteer opportunities table, which is one of the more complex tables that we have, mainly because there are a lot of required fields in it. The first column is an ID column. Again, if you've seen the previous videos, you know how that works, and it's the same as all of the other tables. Then we have a volunteer opportunity name. This is sort of a headline name for this volunteer opportunity, like selling tickets or weeding the community garden or anything like that. The next column is managed by, which is a pick list, and that pick list is either affiliate or partner. The affiliate is you. Put affiliate here if the opportunity is managed by you. If your opportunity is managed by a partner agency, fill partner in this column. Next we have the managing organization. Again, if it's managed by affiliate, this should be the organization ID for your organization in your database. So this, this refers to a row in your organization table. It should be the row where you are filled in, your organization. If it's managed by a partner, this should be whatever the ID is of that partner organization. The next column is the hosting organization. In all cases, this should be the organization ID for your organization. You're the one who's hosting it on your site, your Hands-on Connect site. And then we have organizations served. For ones that are partner managed, this is very often going to be the same as the managing organization. They're managing an opportunity that serves themselves. If this is managed by your organization, it might be serving some other organization in your database. In that case, put in the ID of that organization. Next we come to age group served. Let's take a look here. Again, this is a multi-pick list, so you can pick one or more of these options separated by semicolon. The default value is all ages. Then we come to default location. This should be a location ID from one of the rows in your location table. Then a description, and this can be actually quite a bit longer than what's here. It's supposed to be a full HTML description of your opportunity that will show up on the website. Then we have end date, the last date of any occurrences where this opportunity will be happening. Then gender served, again, this is a pick list. You can select male only, female only, or all gender served. Maximum attendance. This is the most people that can volunteer for this opportunity, the most that the organization can handle. Minimum age with or without adult. So if somebody is there by themselves, they must be over 18, but if they come with a parent, they can be 14. And then minimum attendance. This is, without this number of people, this opportunity isn't going to happen. So if you need at least 10 people to make it happen, 10 goes into this column. Then we have population served, and again, that's a pick list. Multi-pick list, so there are quite a few options here that should be separated by a semicolon if you have more than one. Primary impact area, similar. It's a long pick list of things to select. This is not a multi-pick list. This is just the primary thing. If it's more than one thing, you can fill those in elsewhere. Okay. Then we have registration cutoff in hours. This is the number of hours before the opportunity starts, during which registration will not be allowed. So if you want to stop registration the day before the opportunity happens, you want to put 24 in here, and so forth. Then we have registration type, sign up or express interest. If this is sign up, people can sign up right on the site and they'll be confirmed immediately. If it's express interest, either you or one of your partners will have to go in and look at the connection and confirm that the person can sign up for that opportunity. Then we have schedule type, either date and time specific, and this is if you have an opportunity that happens, on Friday from 9 to 12, or to be scheduled, which is when you have an opportunity that's ongoing for a specific organization. It can happen at any time, and the person needs to contact the volunteer organization to schedule that time. That's to be scheduled. Skilled volunteer required, whether specific skills are needed for this opportunity. Start date, the first date within which occurrences can happen. Status, and we have a number of things here for status. Let's take a quick look. So we have active, which is an opportunity that appears on your site. Pending, and that's an opportunity that a partner has entered, but you've not approved yet. On your initial import, probably very few will be pending. Awaiting approval is the same thing. Pending is if it's been entered but it hasn't been finalized yet. Awaiting approval is it's finalized completely and you just need an admin on your site to approve it. Admin is an opportunity that you want to keep track of but doesn't appear on your site. And inactive is an opportunity that has never actually been live. So that's what this is reserved for. Again, most of the ones here will be active. You may have some that are admin if you just want to keep track of them. Type, project or activity. A project is a standard volunteer project, like painting the school or weeding the garden. Activity is a social or training event of some kind. So you can distinguish those there. And then the last one we'll take a look at here is opportunity coordinator. And here you put the ID of one of the contacts in your contacts table. And that should be a contact that is affiliated with the managing organization for this volunteer opportunity. Now all of these fields are required for volunteer opportunities, so each one has to have them all filled in. And it's a lot, but you need to make sure they're all there. Next we'll take a look at the occurrences table. And these will look very similar to fields from the volunteer opportunities table. And very often you can just copy values from your volunteer opportunities table into your occurrences table. The first column here is the ID, and again this needs to be unique for every occurrence. And then the volunteer opportunity. And this this points to one of the rows in your volunteer opportunity table. If it's a to be scheduled volunteer opportunity, you'll only have one occurrence per volunteer opportunity, but if it's date and time specific, you may have more than one occurrence per volunteer opportunity that's filled in here. End date and time. This is a similar to the end date on volunteer opportunities, but here it's end date and time. And if you have a to be scheduled, this will probably be exactly the end date of your volunteer opportunity happening at 11:59 p.m. that evening. If this is a date and time specific opportunity, this is the actual end date of that opportunity. Like this coming Saturday at 12 p.m. Location, this is the actual location where this occurrence happens. It's probably the default location from this table. Registration cutoff, again the number of hours before registration stops. Again, probably the registration cutoff from this table. And then start date and time. Again, if this is to be scheduled, this is probably the start date of your volunteer opportunity at 12 a.m. If not, it's the start date of the date and time specific opportunity, for example, this Saturday at 9 a.m. And then status, let's take a quick look at that here. Again, these are similar to the volunteer opportunity, active, ones that are visible on the site, pending, ones that are in the system but not finalized yet, awaiting approval, ones that just need approval from an admin in your site, and admin ones that are not ever going to be on the site but you want to keep records for, and inactive, which are occurrences that are never really valid in your system. So last, let's take a look at the connections table. And this connects a contact to a specific occurrence, one that they're volunteering for. So the first column is an ID, a unique ID for that connection. The next column is the unique ID for a contact, and this is the volunteer, and it should point back to your contacts table. Then the unique ID for the occurrence they're volunteering for, it should point to an ID in your occurrence table, and the volunteer opportunity, which should be a volunteer opportunity in your volunteer opportunity table. Next, we have attendance status, and let's take a look at that. So that's a pick list. It can be either attendance declined if the person did not end up signing up for this connection. Please verify, which means that they were signed up, but you don't know for sure that they did the hours. If you have somebody, an opportunity coordinator or volunteer leader, confirm that, it becomes attended and hours verified, or not attended if they just didn't show up. In your initial import, a lot of these will be attended and hours verified. Where's the column? There. End date and time and start date and time. Those should come directly from the occurrence that's matched here. Role will be volunteer or perhaps volunteer leader if that person is designated as a volunteer leader for that occurrence. And then last is the status, which in most cases in this table will be confirmed, but let's take a quick look at what those values can be. So they can be pending approval, and that's if it's a express interest opportunity, they start in pending approval. Confirmed if they're definitely signed up. Declined if they had signed up and then took themselves off. Or waitlisted if an opportunity is full and somebody signs up for it, they go onto the wait list and are notified when a spot opens. And so those are the 3 tables, and this ends our series on your initial data import into Hands-on Connect.